Hello everyone, welcome to Astro Science. So today I will be discussing regarding a very important topic, that is marriage through horoscope. You see, marriage becomes a very important aspect of our life. That is the reason we try to match qualities with our spouse, and not only that, we even match the horoscopes with the person with whom we are going to get married, because we want a most wonderful life with that person in a most fruitful way. That is the reason we have to check the horoscope in a more minute details. We have to see the composer of the 7th house and the 7th lord in the horoscope in order to understand marriage through the birth chart. Now, why 7th house? You see, 7th house forms the all the partnerships and legal bindings, and marriage itself is a legal binding where two persons come together, they sign into a legal document, and they commit to each other that they will be staying with each other, making the life of each other very beautiful and wonderful. So the placement of 7th lord and the placement of the first lord is very important in the horoscope in order to understand that how the marriage is going to be. First house and the first lord is the physical body, our physical body. 7th house and 7th lord will say the spouse, the other person. Okay, so if the 7th house and the 7th lord is well placed and have a good composer, then it can show that your spouse or the marriage will bring happiness or prosperity in your life. If there are benefic aspects, if there are benefic placement in the 7th house, or if the 7th lord is conjunct with benefics, then that thing will have a positive impact in your married life. With that, we have to also check that what is the composer of your first house, because it is all about us. If we are not happy, if we are unable to provide happiness to the other person, the marriage cannot be successful. So here we have to check that how the first lord and 7th lord are mutually placed. Like if they are mutually placed in a 6th-8th relationship, like suppose first lord is sitting in the first house and and the 7th lord is sitting in the 8th house. So if we count from the first lord, the 7th lord is 8 places away, and if we count from the 7th lord, first lord is 6 places away. So in that particular case, this will have some problem, because 6th house is actually the house of obstacles, and 8th house is the house of sudden events, destruction, birth and rebirth, death and rebirth. Okay, so 6th-8 relationships should be avoided. We have to check the horoscope in that way. We also have to check that how the 7th lord is posited. Like suppose 7th house is disposited in the 9th house. That means after the marriage, your spouse will be the reason of your fortunes, because 9th house is the house of luck and fortune. By this we can also understand that how different kind of flavors are coming in your life after the marriage brought by your spouse. He or she will be the reason of a different kind of nature or specification in your life. He or she will bring a different quality to your life. So in order to understand the best quality or the best specifications, we have to check the horoscope in a more thorough manner. For that, we have to check the condition of Venus. You see, in the natural zodiac, first house is Aries, which is ruled by Mars, and 7th house is Libra, which is ruled by Venus. So the condition of Mars and Venus in your horoscope will also be very important factor in order to understand that how the married life is going to be. If Mars and Venus are mutually placed in a very good manner, that means the marriage is going to be in a very balanced manner, in a very balanced way. And that also signifies that Venus is the significator of 7th house, marriage, and also the spouse. Like suppose Venus is sitting in a particular house, okay, that means your spouse will have those qualities of the houses. Like suppose Venus is sitting in the 4th house. In the 4th house, Venus gets directional strength because Venus is the significator of luxuries, comforts, and 4th house is the house of conveniences, all sorts of luxuries, comforts. So that means your spouse will be the reason for your luxuries, for your comforts. Or you can also say that your spouse will be the reason for your happiness. So here the qualities of Venus in your horoscope will actually reflected in the qualities of your spouse. So you have to check where your Venus is sitting, where your 7th lord is sitting, and how your first house and first lord is placed. For female horoscope, like for the girls, husband is shown through Jupiter. Jupiter becomes the significator of husband because Jupiter is the guru. Back in the ancient times, it was believed that the husband was the guru to the wife because he was the overall protector of the wife. And who can be the best protector than the guru? Because guru has the wisdom. That is the reason Jupiter also significated the husband for the girls. So in order to check the husband for a girl in a female horoscope, please check the condition of Jupiter. If Jupiter is well placed, that means her husband will have a nice set of wisdom because his wisdom will actually help him to protect the marriage and also help him to protect the wife. Okay, now after seeing the D1 chart, we have to check the D9 chart also because D9 chart, the Navamsa chart, although it is the chart of soul, it represents our soul, it also gives a very bright idea regarding how our married life is going to be. And now what I am going to say, it is far more interesting. As I said that how your 7th lord is posited in the D1 chart, that is the Lagna chart, that will show the qualities of your spouse. That means that will show the external qualities of your spouse. Like suppose if I am interacting with someone, anyone, or suppose you are going to get married with some girl, okay. So when we interact with them or when you interact with her, you talk with her, you understand that what qualities you get to know from her or what her likings are. So that are external representation of a personality. That will be shown through the placement of 7th lord in the D1 chart or placement of Venus in the D1 chart. But what actually she originally is or what actually she likes to be, that can be understood by the placement of the 7th lord in the D9 chart. Like suppose your 7th lord becomes Jupiter, okay. In the first the Lagna chart, that is the D1 chart, suppose Jupiter is sitting in the 10th house, okay. But in the D9 chart, suppose Jupiter is sitting in the 4th house. That means it may happen that externally she can be a very good professional, she can have a very good wisdom in order to have his or her job, okay. But originally she likes to be a very good placement in her home. She can be a very good reason for your happiness in your married life because 4th house deals with happiness. Here the 7th lord is sitting in the 7th lord of the D1 chart is sitting in the 4th house, that is Jupiter. Now since Jupiter is a benefic planet, one of the greatest benefic, and it is sitting in the 4th house of Navamsa chart, so what is happening, it is making sure that the spouse will take everything to make the married life happy, to have a very peaceful homely environment. Even if she is working outside, but still she will make sure that everything becomes fit and fine at home. She will not allow a single disturbance to occur at home. This is how we check, because Navamsa is the soul, because now her soul wants to be like that. Now, in your Navamsa chart, there is a first house, there is a second house, like that, there is a seventh house also. You have to check the placement of that seventh lord also. That seventh lord will actually say her inner qualities, her inner behavior. And now how we understand that? After the marriage takes place, when we interact with our spouse in a more intense way, when we live with them every minute, every second, when we understand with each other, we try to understand that what their inner feelings are, what they actually like, what their actual qualities are. That can be understood by the placement of seventh lord of the D9 chart. Then you will understand that externally they may be something else. Externally means seventh lord of D1 chart, and internally they can be something else, that is seventh lord of D9 chart. Now, many a times you will see that people say that yes, I thought you to be something else, and after marriage I came to know that you are something else. That the difference, that is the seventh lord of D1 and seventh lord of D9. After checking all these things, you must check the position of Venus in D9 chart. Why? Because D9 chart is significated by Venus. Venus is the reason for our love. Venus is the reason for our marriage. That is the selfless love. Venus is actually the selfless love, because Venus gets exalted in the sign of Pisces. So, after the marriage, if the spouse becomes the reason for your spiritual binding, spiritual love, what can be more beautiful than that? So, please check the position of Venus in your Navamsa chart, because in D1 chart, Venus will show that what are the qualities, beautiful qualities of your spouse, and in the D9 chart, Venus will show that what qualities she is bringing to your life. Like suppose in the D9 chart, if Venus is not well placed, then what will happen? After the marriage, her qualities or her specifications or her likings can be a barrier to your life. Like that is the reason it may happen that we may say that two good peoples may or may not make a good marriage, because before the marriage her likings was completely independent, your liking was completely independent, but as soon as the marriage took place, now it is creating a mishap. You wanting her to do something else, she wants to do something else, or she does something else, you may not like it. So it makes a complete mishap. So then you have to see that what are the inner likings, inner qualities, what qualities you and she is actually bringing to each other's life. That is how we see the position of Venus. Because you see, ups and downs, obstacles may come in our life, because life is a roller coaster basically. How we enjoy it, that is where the secret for happiness lies. So Venus is the significator of happiness basically. So how Venus is placed in the D1 chart and D9 chart will actually show that what type of happiness your spouse is bringing to your life. If Venus is well placed in both of them, then you can bet that yes, your married life is going to be very happy. Otherwise, it will create the problems in the house where it is sitting, or the significations of the house where it is sitting. Like suppose if Venus is not well placed in a particular house, then the significations of that house will be completely disturbing after your marriage takes place. So I will continue this series in a more better way in my upcoming videos. stay tuned with my channel and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed, and tap onto the notification bell icon so that every time I make a new video, get notified instantly. And please let me know that how you like this video. If you really liked it, then press the like button, share it to your near and dear ones, and your comments are always welcome. So till then, I am signing off for today. Thanking you. Bye bye.